Now that the department concentration videos have concluded, I hope you found them beneficial and have learned a little bit more about what the concentrations have to offer. It's important to know and understand what the concentrations are about so you can carefully make a decision as to which concentration best suits your needs as a career goal. This module will discuss advising. We're going to talk a little bit about grouping classes quarterly and the degree requirements. What I'd like to do is show you ways to understand what requirements are needed to fulfill the Bachelor of Arts Administration degree, regardless of the concentration you've selected. What I'm going to do now is go ahead and share my screen and identify a couple of resources for you. Using these resources, I'd like for you to identify some of the key classes that you might want to work on next semester. First, we're going to look at the CSUSB website, in particular, the Department of the Student Success Center advising page. You'll see here Student Success, and then you go to JHBC Advising. When clicked, you scroll down, and you'll see here degree requirement checklists and roadmaps. The checklists and roadmaps are guides for students to review all requirements to meet the degree, but the roadmap, as you can see here, is designed to assist undergraduate students with scheduling process by providing a recommended sequence of courses enabling students to graduate in a timely manner. So if you click on Bachelor of Arts Administration, all concentrations, you'll see the checklists and roadmaps will populate. These are a simplified version of all the classes needed to complete the degree in administration with, in this example, as shown here, an accounting concentration. Those courses are displayed here. The next page will show a 4-year roadmap. This is designed to identify how to group your courses each semester. So this semester you're in Admin 1500. Next semester you might take Math 1301 or Government. One of the things to keep in mind, however, is that you should be speaking with an advisor each semester before selecting classes. Given you're in a particular group, there may be some classes on this roadmap that are not required. So it's important that you speak with an advisor to identify the classes that are needed. You may speak with an advisor in the Center for International Student Programs, or CISP, as well as the JHBC Student Success Center. I will put the information in the module, but this will help identify what classes are needed on a semester basis. If you have interest in accounting, economics, those are all required for the major in administration. And again, if we scroll back up, you'll see those are here identified in the lower division area. Again, working with your advisor each semester will help identify which courses are required. Now that you've taken Admin 1500 this semester, this would be a course that you could check off of the list. Another way to identify resources is if I were to go back here to the main campus website, and we could go here to the 3 lines and then click on Course Catalog and Bulletin. By clicking on Course Catalog and Bulletin, you could search for BA Administration. Search for that, and you'll see that those requirements will come up. Bachelor of Arts in Administration, click here, and you'll see the degree requirements populate. These are similar to the ones we just looked at on the roadmap and checklist. These are the upper division courses. When you're junior status, you'll begin taking 3000 levels. So the way it works here at CSUSB, during your freshman and sophomore years, you work on 1000 and 2000 level courses as displayed here, lower division requirements. Then during your junior and senior year, you will work on upper division requirements, Finance 3001, Management 3900, Marketing 3050, so on and so forth. These are breadth electives. You choose 9 units from the following, which means of all of those listed here, you will pick 3 courses. Then last, Admin 4900 is the capstone that should be taken. Again, as we discussed earlier, everyone will take the same core requirements. So if you're accounting, management, marketing, finance, you all have to take the same group of lower, and you take the same group of upper division classes, and then you select a concentration. These are the concentration videos that you just finished watching. So you'll see accounting, analytics, entrepreneurship. So hopefully you have an idea of the concentration you would like to take as a career for your degree. There's finance, and you'll notice each of them are the same amount of units, 18, 18. So there's no difference in the amount of units. The only thing that changes are the classes themselves. Also notice that these are primarily 4,000 level classes and 5,000 level classes. The concentration level courses are going to be higher than that in the sophomore and junior, freshman and sophomore year, as they are a little bit tougher in nature and curriculum. So hopefully this provides you an idea of how to look for classes and group your classes each semester. Again, it's important that you work with your advisor to identify the courses needed. One final thought before I end this information is when you're looking for classes and you would like to know a little bit more about it, you can come here to the catalog and click on the course, and it'll give you a brief description of the class, as well as mention any potential prerequisites. So for example, next semester, if you want to take Accounting 2120, you click on this and you'll see that the prerequisite is 2110. A prerequisite means you have to have 2110 completed before you are eligible to take Accounting 2120. So for you, if you haven't completed 2110, you may not take 2120. But first, you'll want to take this one, Accounting 2110. Again, these are all required and must be taken eventually, but it is important that you are following the prerequisite pattern. If you're in accounting concentration, both of these courses are required to move into the actual concentration area. So as an example, Accounting 3720 will be a junior level course, but you must have 2110 and 2120 completed before taking Accounting 3720. So it's important to note what the prerequisites are, but it's also important to begin working on these lower division courses as soon as possible. Again, feel free to reach out to the JHBC Student Success Center, as well as your International Student Advisor, to identify the appropriate courses needed for spring semester. What I would like for you to do for the assignment this week in this module is to identify a couple of classes that you might want to take next semester. These could be right, these could be wrong, and that's okay. But I want you to carefully look at the roadmaps, the checklists, and the catalog to maybe identify a good course schedule for spring semester. Put these in the discussion board and talk about them with each other and see what you think. Ensure, though, that before you actually register for courses next semester, that you verify those are the courses needed to fulfill the degree requirements. Enrollment in spring semester begins November 2nd, so it's important that you check on these requirements as soon as possible. Also, you may reach out to me via email if you have any questions about academic advising or any courses, requirements, or enrollment. Thank you very much.